Good morning. Welcome to Meditation App Space. My name is Luna, and this morning I will be sharing with you a restorative yoga vinyasa, like to release tension, flow. So all you're going to be needing for this session is your yoga mat, body length space, and just create the mood for this session. I'll just light up some candles to create the mood. So I'll just give you some time for you to do the same. Find your candles or your incense, sage, Palo Santo, whatever you need for this session. So I really like to start my day by stretching out. It doesn't, well, sometimes I choose and I pick a flow that's more intense. Other days, I like to just really start my morning with morning stretches, like the ones that I'm going to be sharing today, especially since it's Saturday and it's just to release the tension, especially if you have been working out throughout the day, to give some mobility to your joints, your muscles, your body in general, and just for not to be so stiff in the morning. So I'm really sharing with this session with that intention to create that space for your body and for yourself to really release any tension that you might have from the week. So we're gonna get started, and we're gonna start by laying down and just lengthen throughout your body. Let yourself melt in the mat. Open up your legs, mat width apart. Bring one hand towards your belly and the other one towards your heart space. Take a deep breath through your mouth and through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Once again, deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Just really noticing the sensations in your body, taking this time to connect with yourself, to feel the sensations, to observe your mind, how it fluctuates, and just being an spectator of your thoughts. And then as you inhale, start walking. You can open up your eyes if you like. Start walking your feet towards your heart space and your knees towards your heart space, and just hug them and rock yourself to one side and to the other side. It's giving a massage to your lower back. Bring your knees together and start making little circles with your knees towards one side. Just feeling, keep rooting your sacrum towards the ground. And to the other side. 12 the soles of your feet towards the ground. And now windshield wipe your knees towards one side and to the other side. Just releasing any tension you might have on your hips and your hip flexors. Just getting some movement. And start rocking yourself back and forth all the way until you come to a comfortable seated position. And find your comfortable seated position, whatever that is. It could be leg cross, it could be one leg on top of the other. I really like Sukhasana, especially for the one that we're going to do right now, the posture. So bring the palms on your hands towards the ground and start sliding your hands forward as you bring your forehead towards the ground. Slide your hands backwards. And we're going to switch the position of the leg. So if you had in front of you your right leg, your right foot, just bring it backwards and move forward the left one or the other way around. And now slide your hands forward once again, very slowly. Start moving with your breath as well as you exhale and bring your forehead all the way towards the ground. Slide your hands back, lengthen through your spine. Take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Release. You're going to come to tabletop position, stacking your shoulders right on top of your wrists, your knees hip width apart. And as you inhale, look up, cow pose. And as you exhale, find your cat pose, rounding through your spine. Separate your shoulders away from each other. And as you inhale, think cow. Melt the chest towards the ground. And as you exhale, cat. A couple of more rounds like these on your own, finding your own rhythm, moving with your breath, noticing the sensations in your body, in your neck, noticing where you find resistance in the body, your tension, just trying to release through your breath. Perhaps it's your neck, perhaps it's on your core, perhaps it's your chest, maybe your back. So just notice where you feel a sensation. Now, as you exhale, bring your toes together, spread your knees hip width apart, and bring your hips towards the ground, and slide your hands forward as you bring your forehead towards the ground into child's pose. Inhale, come back to center very slowly. And now, as you inhale, lift the right arm up towards the sky. Open up through your heart space. Opening up, plugging in through the left hand. And as you exhale, thread the needle with your right hand, bringing your right shoulder towards the ground, and release. Now this time, inhale and walk your left hand above your ear as much as possible. You can either do this or whatever feels best for you today, or you can bind and just try to reach for your right thigh with your left hand, or just walking your left hand above your ear. So find whatever feels best for you, suits you best for your practice this morning. Noticing wherever you find some tension, trying to release through your breath. Inhale, slide your left hand, plug it in, and release. Plug the palm of your right hand. And now as you inhale, lifting the left arm up towards the sky, opening up for your heart space. Now as you exhale, thread the needle in between the right hand and your right knee. Just bring the left shoulder towards the ground and your head, and release. And do whatever you did for the other side, either binding behind your back, reaching for your left thigh, or walking the right hand above your ear. So just find whatever feels best for you for today's practice. And inhale and exhale. Thread. Slide your hands backward. Push the ground away from you with your right hand as you bring the left hand towards the ground. Walk your hands back, and we're going to do a little toe stretch. So bringing your knees together and try to tuck your toes under, including the pinky one. Make sure all your toes are joining in for the party, for the stretch. Bringing the hips towards your heels, lengthening through your spine. Just noticing the sensations on your fingers, on your toes. Now, extend the left arm behind you and bring your right hand and just reach for your left arm above your above your elbow, bringing the left ear towards your left shoulder and creating some spacing between the right ear and the right shoulder. Now from here, I invite you to move your neck, drawing your chin in and back Just find that spot where you feel more tension. Try to release and breathe into it. Inhale, come up, and we're going to go to the other side. So extend the right arm, just bring it beside you, and bring your left arm behind your back. Reach for your right arm right above your right elbow, and bring your right ear towards your right shoulder as you create space in between the left ear and the left shoulder. Now, once again, draw your chin in, and you'll notice that there's so much difference between the left side and the right side. So find that spot where you might feel some tension in your neck. Try to hold it there and breathe through it. And inhale, come back up. Walk your hands, and now come to a position in your mat, center of your mat. As you inhale, say girl, come all the way to your knees. And this time you're going to plug the right palm of your hand towards one side. And as you extend, bring the left arm above your ear. Find some extension there. Look up. Open up your heart space. Inhale, come up, and as you exhale towards the other side. Maybe you just come all the way towards your tip of your fingers. Maybe you can plug the completely palm of your hand. Inhale, come up. And this time you're gonna extend the left leg towards one side. And as you exhale, once again, plugging the palm of your right hand towards the ground and lifting the left arm above your ear, looking up, and you'll feel the difference. Notice the difference when you have both knees on the ground as for when you extend one leg towards one side. So keep opening up your heart space, rising up, looking up towards the sky, feeling that nice extension throughout the whole left side of your body. And as you inhale, come back in, bring the knee back, left knee towards where it was, and extending the right knee towards one side. Now, as you exhale, plug the palm of the left hand. Inhale, lift the right arm up. And as you exhale above your ear, keep opening up your heart space. Inhale, come back up. Bring your toes together behind your back. And we're gonna go once again to child's pose. So just giving your some space towards your ribs, your rib cage to rest in between your thighs. Bringing your forehead towards the ground. If it feels best for you, you can bring your arms behind you, your hands, so your shoulders can rest as well. And take a couple of breaths here. Inhale, come back up. Plug the palms of your hands. Now extend your feet behind you to come all the way into plank pose. And from here, start pushing your heels towards the ground, coming all the way to downward facing dog. And maybe this is your first downward facing dog of the day. So we're gonna go from plank, lifting the hips up. Try not to move your hands or your feet. So if this is all the way you can come into the posture today, that is okay. Just try to extend your knees, lengthen through your spine. Maybe if it's impossible to extend your knees completely, then bend your knees, but keep lengthening through your spine. Very slowly here. Maybe start pedaling, taking your downward facing dog for a walk, bending one knee and then the other, loosening up. Just moving your hips towards one side and to the other side. Maybe you can extend completely into your downward facing dog. Just feeling that nice stretch in your hamstrings, back of your legs. Take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Just feeling your breath, feeling your aliveness, feeling and really enjoying this moment where you get the chance to have your head below your heart level. You're at the flow of your blood. It's differently, just like moving everything in a different direction. And if you have your heels already plugged in towards the ground, I invite you to go deeper on your downward facing dog by bending the knees, bringing the head closer towards the ground and your chest closer towards your thighs. Once you've done this, now extend your knees, but do not move your head. Keep it back in place. And bend your knees again and extend. And once again, a little bit closer towards the ground and extend. And inhale, come back to your downward facing dog. Now, as you inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. And as you exhale, guide your right knee towards your right wrist and your right heel towards your left wrist, extending the left leg backwards into pigeon's pose. And as you exhale, walk your hands forward. Bring your forehead towards the ground, or maybe you can do like a little pillow with your hands and just place your forehead on your hands. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Release. Just breathing into the sensations. Whenever you feel that you want to come out of it, Try to think one more breath. Breathe into it. Breathe into any tension you might find on your thigh, on your glute. Try to see if through your exhale you can let go. Surrender to it. Inhale, lift your head, slide your hands backwards. And as you exhale, tuck the toes of your left foot. Push with your hands the ground away from you as you bring the right leg behind you. Coming to downward facing dog, three-legged dog. Lift the right leg, bend the right knee, and start doing circles with your right leg. Just releasing any tension you might find. Just getting some movement towards your hip flexor. And plug in the right foot towards the ground. Notice the difference on one side and the other side. And as you inhale, lift the left leg this time up towards the sky. Now, as you exhale, draw and guide your left knee towards your left wrist and your left foot towards your right wrist as you extend the right leg behind you. Find that line of strength throughout your right leg, lengthen through your spine. Now, as you exhale, start walking your hands forward. Maybe this is all the way you can come today, down towards the ground. Maybe you can plug your forearms, or maybe you can do like that little pillow with your hands and bring your forehead towards your hands. And also inhale, bring the palms of your hands back, plug it in towards the ground, lift your head up, tuck your toes of your right foot under, and push the ground away from you as you guide your left leg next to the right one. Inhale, lift the left leg, bend the knee, and start doing circles with your leg towards one side and to the other side. Plug both of your feet towards the ground and start walking your feet towards your hands. All the way until you come to a seated position. Extend your knees and start coming down towards your back into Shavasana. So for one last time, just before we go to Shavasana, bring the knees towards your chest and your forehead towards your knees. Inhale, extend your legs, mat width apart, palms of your hands facing up towards the sky. Let your legs rest. Melting in your mat. Whatever you're thinking, just notice your thoughts. Be an spectator of them. You can go ahead and stay here for as long as you need to, making this practice your own. Or you can follow along with me and very slowly start moving your toes, your fingers, your wrists, your ankles, your arms above your head, extending all the way from the tip of your toes to your fingers, bringing your knees towards your heart space, and as you exhale, sinking in towards one side. And very slowly start coming back up to a comfortable seated position, lengthening through your spine. Noticing if there's any difference from when you first stepped into the mat up until this moment. And take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Now as you inhale, bring the palms of your hands above your head. And as you exhale towards your third eye, towards your lips, and towards your heart space. The love and light in me recognizes and sees the love and light in you. From my heart to yours, namaste. I really wish you have an amazing weekend, an amazing rest of the day. I hope that you feel really calmed, really stretched out for your day, and more mobility on your joints, on your hip flexors. Thank you so much for joining me, and see you next time. Until then, namaste. Bye.